You see, when I was a kid, there was a game called Roblox. And the Roblox I remember was always had something new, something that was always original. People weren't stupid as they are now. And it always just kind of makes me wonder, what went wrong with Roblox? You look at Roblox today compared to when it was in 2014, 2015, 2016, and it's almost like it's a whole completely different game. And it makes me start to wonder, what changed Roblox? What made it go from a game that I loved so dearly as a kid to a game that I don't even like telling people I really honestly play it? So in today's video, we are going to go over the things that were Roblox's ultimate downfall. Hello everyone, it is me, your host, the Dragoon Knight, and we are back at another video after being gone for who knows how long now. But hey, that doesn't matter. We are back again and we're finally uploading, it seems. But regardless of all that, today's topic is going to be about Roblox. I know that's really not something that I dive into too much, but this is kind of something that I guess hits kind of home to me because I've been playing Roblox since 2016, so it's almost been 10 years I've been playing this game. But now that that's out of the way, let's begin the first topic. And the first topic is nothing really original anymore. You see, back when I was a kid, we had things like Pokemon Brick Bronze, we had Obbies, we had Murder Mystery, we had all sorts of original shit that was just amazing. I know I sound like some old fucking dude. I know that right now. And it's kind of sad now. You look at Roblox, you go on your homepage now, and it's just nothing but steal and grow this, or steal this, and it's just so fucking repetitive. And let's not forget the amount of Battlegrounds games that, as you look at the screen right now, you're going to see nothing but fucking Battlegrounds games. And then after that, guess what? Tower defense games like, kind of like Bloons TD. Oh, whoa, Roblox has that too. But, instead of just being one franchise, there's fucking 200, probably even 300, maybe even 400 tower defense games, because no one can be original anymore. And it's honestly sad that originality has died out in Roblox. And as someone that's been on the platform for so long, it kind of just kills the mood. And maybe just for me at least, I know for some people they don't really care, but why would I want to play a Battlegrounds game and go to the next Battlegrounds game? Like, yeah, this Battlegrounds game has, character from Jujutsu Kaisen. Well, this Battleground game has characters from My Hero Academia. But what's the difference? In all reality, in the end, it is still just Battlegrounds games repeatedly with different franchises linked to them. And then it's no different for tower defense games. Now, tower defense games are a little bit more different, I guess you could say, only for a matter of fact that a lot of them are just like the anime ones that they can just throw whatever franchise they really feel like into it. Now, there are certain ones that are focused on one thing, but I feel like you can only milk one franchise for so long before the game just becomes boring. And I'm not a big tower defense fan myself. I've played AUT, I think it was, and it just got so fucking boring. Now, another thing with Roblox games is a lot of them are cash grabs. Like, you want early access, you gotta pay Robux for it. You wanna grow this faster, you gotta pay Robux for it. If you wanna get more currency to try to gamble on a certain character, like for example, like in a tower defense game where I wanna get, fucking Sukuna, I can give them money, or I can play it for excessive amounts of time, but even then I don't wanna do that, nor do I wanna spend money on it. And then you have companies like Do Big Studios, for example, who bought out Fish, I believe. Now, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but they completely took what was good about Fish and just fucking took it out back and shot it. Fish is barely pulling even 20,000 players right now. And I remember back when it was almost hitting 1 million. And that just shows you how fucking bad the game has gotten and died off. It's died off fucking hard. And for games like that, I remember having so many good memories of friends and whatnot, trying to fish for the legendaries or mythicals, and it just was a fun, just sitting there in calls, talking with them, and then trying to fish, and then we'd see who would get it first, and it was just there was something about it that was just honestly so entertaining and fun. And then it just got to a point where the game felt like a cash grab. It felt like everything you wanted to do, you had to pay money for it, or there was a new fishing rod that you had to pay money for. With real Robux, not like in-game currency. And I don't know, it doesn't sit right with me anymore. Now, honestly, a game that I cherish dearly and is probably one of my favorite Roblox games at this current point is probably Bloxtails. Now, people that know me, like, personally, they will know how much I will glaze this fucking game. Because, you know, when you boot the game up, it actually has a story. It has 4 demos, which are basically the chapters. There's no microtransactions that require you to spend real money besides donating to the game. They only help it strive, I guess, or help out the developers. And everybody I've met in there is pretty chill, besides the weird people, but I mean every fucking game has this in this day and age, honestly. And I think another reason why I like this game so much is because I actually enjoy story. The music in it is really fucking good. If you haven't listened to it, I'd really recommend that, or at least play the game. And I just like turn-based games. If you know me, you know that I play a lot of them. Now, I think we move on to our second topic, which is Roblox's avatar creations. Now, you see, when I was a kid, Roblox had avatars like we do now, but it was still a very much different place than how it is currently. I believe now, if I remember correctly, I think the only type of items that you could buy were ones that Roblox had actually put up themselves. I don't think UGC items were available yet or out to be created. Now, if they were, don't quote me on that, but I'm trying to remember properly from when I can remember. It's been almost 10 years since I started playing, and I can't remember entirely. And that brings me to my next mini topic, I guess, which is Roblox allowing Gooner outfits. And if you live under a rock, I will go under a quick explanation of it by showing you pictures. And what makes me mad is, how do we allow outfits like this to get away with, you know, being allowed on the platform, but when I have a shirt or a little tag beside my character that says, nah, I'm autistic, or have any blood on my character, it gets deemed unworthy by the Roblox moderation and gets censored, and I get my Robux back. I don't want my Robux back. I want to keep the damn costume that I paid for, and I don't see how it's violating TOS, honestly. And now, before someone starts calling me a complainer, there's 2 things I want to bring up. Number 1 is, this game was supposed to be a game for kids. You know, if I'm letting my 6-year-old son or daughter play the game, I don't think I want them seeing Gooner outfits, for fuck's sake. And then they look at me and be like, what is this? Can I wear this? Or something like that, if that makes any type of fucking sense. And because I remember Roblox was very strict back in the day with costumes. And I just wonder, what the fuck happened to their strictness when it came to this dumb shit? And the second thing is, if you want to dress up as a fucking femboy, be my guest. Or you want to dress up as a woman, be my guest as well. I don't really care. But when you start putting Gooner ass outfits on a kid's game, you're fucking weird. And I will say that till I die, is that you are fucking weird. And I think Roblox needs to stop banning the wrong things and start banning the right things. Because it doesn't make any fucking sense, and it's honestly stupid as hell how people can get away with some of this shit. Now, there are some funny outfits, I'm not gonna lie, like this one right here. If you want to make something comedic, I think that's okay. Like the I eat ass shirt. No, I think that's okay. I don't think, you know, that's really harming anybody. Granted, you know, I get it. It can be seen as inappropriate, I suppose. But yeah, that's kind of about it for the second topic. And now for the last topic for this video is something a little bit more serious and needs to be talked about a little bit more. Now, this last topic is probably the most important in this video, and that is the predators that are on this game. Roblox has had a predator problem for a good while now. You see a lot of predator catching videos on Roblox. Like, for example, I know this is probably beating a dead horse, but the Schlep. I'm just a small user. I'm probably getting swept under the rug when I talk about this. But Schlep is a big YouTuber that had a thing for catching Roblox predators, and his goal was to clean up the app. And recently, Roblox has tried to take action against him for trying to protect their platform, protect children, and they're getting a lot of backlash for it. Roblox is getting a shit ton of backlash for it, and I honestly think it's well deserved. Because when there is so many children being groomed on this app, and Roblox has done nothing to try to take preventions against it. They have let so many things go under the rug and then try to protect their, reputation, which, keep in mind, their reputation's probably already been tarnished, because, keep in mind, they banned a predator catcher. And that in itself is mind-boggling, because you would think as a giant corporation, you should not be allowing predators on your game targeted towards children. And what's funny too is the Arkansas police, I believe, told the CEO of Roblox to step down from his position. And honestly, I don't blame him. I don't blame the Arkansas police. I fully agree with what they're saying. Unfortunately, though, I don't think any law can be taken against the CEO of Roblox by the Arkansas police. Don't quote me on that, but yeah. And I believe they try to say Gideon and Shalep were vigilantes, which maybe in my opinion, I think vigilantes are like people like, Batman, they take the crime into their own hands, for example. But you don't see Gideon and Shalep arresting these guys and then handing them over to the police. They quite literally hold conversations and then call the police. They don't take the guy to the police themselves, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I just think this is a huge problem that is going on in Roblox, and they are doing nothing to try to prevent it. In fact, they're basically allowing it. And parents will hand their kids these tablets or iPads or whatever you want to fucking do, and they won't ever monitor what their kid is doing. And that allows these children to be groomed. And parents need to step up themselves and keep an eye on what their child is doing on the internet. And it's not just Roblox. I could go on Discord and then I could be groomed, or anywhere else like that. It can happen to anybody if they're not being supervised. And that's just, it's concerning. And that's why I think these pred catchers are doing justice. And we need to have more regulations and more security on these sites to make sure these children are not the victims or being groomed or targeted. And Roblox has done nothing to try to prevent that. And it is such a shame that you would think that this company with all this money, with all these players, would do something and try to moderate their servers. And I get it, you have the simple chat filters, but that's not enough. People will always try to find ways to bypass that. I mean, hell, I bypassed it, trying to swear and shit like that in Roblox games. But that's what I wanted to talk about. I think that hopefully in the future, maybe something will change, and maybe the internet and Roblox and just things like these will become much safer for children and audiences like that. But anyways, I guess that's about it. Also, before I do the outro, there are a few things I do want to mention. Number one, all of these things in this video are just simply my opinions and what I think of. And number two, hopefully I will be able to fix my upload schedule. I've just been really busy with work and then just trying to handle things in my life and just other personal shit. So hopefully I'll be able to fix my upload schedule and not be so burnt out and tired. But yeah, that's about it. I was your host, The Dragoon Knight, and I will see you on the flip side.